breath fresheners.
Now this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, talk about being suspicious. When I saw these in the Qingyi furniture store at the checkout, so you're going to buy furniture. What do you need to buy chewing gum for at the checkout? So that made me a bit skeptical and suspicious. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, don't show the brand names.
No, I didn't. Yeah. Didn't want to get in trouble. And also diet soft drinks. But I think we all know the diet soft drinks. And in the factories where they make these diet soft drinks, the workers are dressed like spacemen in hermetically, which means completely sealed.
Yeah.
Sealed suits. So what does that tell you? And then you drink it?
What is this?
It contains aspartame.
Aspartame.
Thank you, Mr. Rumsfeld, who worked for the company, then went back into the government and pushed it through the FDA. Thank you very much. And
it's a pity that when I was talking about Monsanto, I didn't even mention this because I didn't know about it.
Well, there's so much, isn't there?
So much.
Yeah, there is so much.
So much.
The web, the wicked web is so it covers so much, right?
Yeah.
You know.
So would you mind to read this?
Well, it causes when heated to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, human mouth is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Aspartame releases free methanol that breaks down into formic acid and formaldehyde in the body. Monsanto, the creator of aspartame, knows all about the dangers. They fund the American Diabetics Association, the Conference of the American College of Physicians, and Congress. A recent report from Business Week showed that Monsanto spent $2 million lobbying the US government in the third quarter of 2001 alone.
I see.
You know, it's just that when I did study nutrition back in the 80s, I found that the nutrition figures were actually funded by the supermarket companies. Similar situation, really. You know?
Yeah. Again, I didn't know about this. If it wasn't for Gary, then I will remain stupid for my whole life.
Well, Monsanto not just responsible for GM food, but also for this aspartame, which is
aspartame.
You know,
what is aspartame?
Also, you might see it labelled as NutraSweet, Spoonful, Canderel, and Equal. You know,
well.
Or the number E951.
Yeah.
So aspartame is actually made up of three chemicals: aspartic acid, phenylalanine, and methanol.
Methanol.
Yep. So really, just to show you, really, this Professor Blaylock, he's done 500 scientific references, and it acts as it's called. And MSG is the same thing, actually. MSG does the same thing. So if you have your noodles with MSG, then you should stop that, really, as well.
Yeah. But would you mind to read the whole story to us?
It's from here.
Here.
Dr. Russell L. Blaylock makes use of almost 500 scientific references to show how excess free excitatory amino acids such as aspartic acid and glutamic acid, about 99% of monosodium glutamate, MSG, is glutamic acid, in our food supply are causing serious chronic neurological disorders, that's brain disorders, and a myriad, that's many kinds of other acute symptoms. Yeah. So
again, so many difficult words.
So many neurotransmitters, so maybe we just précis this, really. They cause excitotoxins. They're called excitotoxin. They overstimulate the brain. Then it has to close up the passages a bit with calcium. Then it compensates again by making the free radicals, which start to kill the cells, kill the brain cells, actually. As they're called. So they're overexcited. And phenylalanine, another phenylalanine, reduces levels of serotonin in the brain. So that means people get depression.
Which means that if there is too much intake of this chemical, it will lead you to some of the psychological state which you will become very down.
Very down, yeah.
And very sad.
Yeah, and you won't be able to sleep well either, you know, and your appetite. So very basic parts of... And what's your memory and learning?
But what will happen if children got too much of this?
Well, you can see the effects, can't you? They can't sleep properly. They can't learn.
But you see, in the last 20 or 30 years, you see so many, more and more young children become sick of this kind of, attention disorder, sleeping disorder, and things like that.
Well, you're telling me I'm a teacher, you know. I'm a teacher, and I've watched in these 15 years of teaching the children becoming more and more unhealthy, less able to pay attention, you know, and sleeping, of course. I mean, the computer games is something, but it's also these kind of things in the diet and chewing this gum, you know.
Yeah.
And I do tell my students if I get the chance, you know.
Yeah. Again, prevention.
Prevention, yeah. So I don't want to make people just freak out, as we say in English. So you can quite simply chew on some mint or some parsley or coriander. Yimzai.
Yeah. But again, all these plants, will you be able to find it easily in Hong Kong?
Well, mint and parsley maybe not so easily, but definitely coriander or yimzai everywhere.
Yimzai.
Yimzai?
Yeah.
Yimzai.
Yeah.
In supermarkets, in markets, everywhere, every day. And it's nice. And I have some other things here, some a bit more exotic.
Yeah. Again, I have no idea how to pronounce the first
Anise seeds.
Anise seeds.
Anise seeds, and here it is.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow,
Isn't that beautiful, really?
very good taste.
It is. I mean,
Very good smell.
and it's a lovely shape and a beautiful smell, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is like, another word is licorice, really, for this flavour in English, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a sweet called licorice.
Yeah.
And if you smell that, that's kind of the smell you get from toothpaste, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get this smell from toothpaste?
Yeah.
And it's also...
Can you grow it in Hong Kong?
I don't know where it's growing, to be honest. Where does this one come from? Produce of China.
Okay.
But this is also a major part of Chinese curry.
Yeah.
Isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
You know, so that's a lovely thing. I love that. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And cardamom pods.
Cardamom.
Yeah.
Cardamom
It's more of a
pods.
Chinese thing. This is more of an Indian thing.
Yeah.
Try that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Again, very good smell.
Isn't it? Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
In some Indian curries, this is, or in Indian chai, which is the special spicy Indian tea. You'll find this.
I wonder whether I can put them in the rice, the cooking rice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you like that flavour. Yeah. But the idea is just to chew one,
Oh. Yeah.
and that will be a breath freshener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. I haven't bought any cinnamon sticks, but anyway.
Cinnamon, I know. Cinnamon, I know. 越貴應該係
But just those couple of exotic things I thought. Food, yeah.
Food pyramid.
So this is the food pyramid that when I started teaching, and this arose somehow, you know. And here we have, but this is the conventional one, and carbohydrates, kind of like rice and cereal and spaghetti and that kind of thing, they made a major component, almost the bottom of the base of the pyramid. But this was only apparently through lobbying by the food manufacturers.
Yeah.
It shouldn't really be. So we go to the next one. You see more how it should be. So the vegetables and fruits should be at least on a level, if not above, or below in the pyramid of the grains and everything like that. You know.
Next one.
Yep. So
Eating
it's the same sort of thing, right? So you should be having most vegetables, then fruits and beans and that kind of thing, and then the whole grain should come here, then the fish, then the poultry. And if you eat meat, it should be a treat. A treat. A treat.
Which means that the greatest part of your diet, of what you eat, is from here.
Should be
Here.
Yeah.
And the next one here. The less that you should eat is here.
Yeah.
Which means that the less meat that you eat, the better.
Really, yeah. But of course, everywhere we turn, we have, corn syrup that actually has mercury in it.
Yeah.
It's not very good for the brain. and factory farm salmon. You should buy wild caught salmon. We come on to that really, and the steroids in the chicken and the estrogen in the chicken, and of course some fruits and vegetables are, as you were talking about in the Monsanto program, they are genetically engineered. And was it fish with tomatoes and bees with cabbage and all kinds of.
Yeah, but the problem is that right now we don't have a very clear idea about what we have eaten.
No, but we'll come on to that actually, Eddie. Monsanto. Junk food.
Junk food.
Well, I suppose we've all been guilty, haven't we? Really, there's some gong jai min, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
And I've had some of these tortilla
Noodles.
Yeah. Yes, so that's what can happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I had a few years ago a P4 student who weighed the same as me.
Yeah. What?
Who weighed the same as me, weighed 60 kilograms like me, a primary 4 student.
Just like you?
Yeah, same weight. Not only half as tall, the same weight.
Same weight, okay. Junk food addiction.
Yep. And they're saying here really that what happens is that it melts in your mouth, so you don't feel you have actually eaten anything, so your body's still craving for some more. And the next slide is that actually is like taking marijuana. If you have all these specially prepared vegetable fats, you actually kind of get a high, but you need more of this high.
Yeah.
It produces a high in your brain, the fats. So it actually is kind of addictive.
What is this word?
Endocannabinoids.
Oh my gosh.
Which is like cannabis, which is marijuana, which is the kind of effect it has.
Yeah.
It's a similar effect, maybe not the same, but a similar effect. So you do actually get addicted to junk food.
Yeah.
You know, there's actually a mechanism in your brain you actually get addicted. We've got meat. Got this nice picture here of meat. So what they do is that the meat, all the little trimmings of the meat, all the offal and that kind of thing, they're mixed up into that kind of paste with ammonium hydroxide.
Ammonium hydroxide.
And you have this, and that's mixed in with the beef. That you can't tell, you know. Maybe I'll read this bit, shall I? So, following public pressure, McDonald's stopped using this disgusting pink slime inside its burger patties. But approximately 70% of the ground beef sold in the US contains this disgusting and substandard beef product, according to an investigation by ABC News. And what's interesting here is the chemical and medical industries provide approximately 97% of FDA funding. The FDA only obtains about 3% of its funding from taxation.
What is FDA?
The Food and Drug Administration of the US.
Of the United States.
Yeah. So those people who are telling you the food is okay or it's not okay, they're being funded by the people who make.
Yeah. So actually, it's the chemical and medical industries telling us what kind of food is okay for us and what kind of food is not okay for us.
To cut a long story short, yep. Yeah. So they have to use this chemical, which is now it's called ractopamine, which has been banned in Russia and now being banned in China, actually.
What they use it for?
It's sort of something to make the animals less fat.
Oh, I see.
It stops them being fat.
I see.
You know.
I see.
But they're also meat that's full of hormones and all kinds of things, you know, and antibiotics. Genetically engineered corn they eat, and all kinds of vaccines and all kinds of things which you eat.
Yeah. Again, food.
Yeah. Processed food, yeah.
Yeah, processed food.
Which contains all these monosodium glutamate, all kinds of things, which is, so there's mercury in the corn syrup.
Mercury?
Mercury, yeah.
Of course we know that mercury is poisonous.
Yeah, mercury, yeah, but it's highly, but that's why we have the expression mad as a hatter in English.
Yeah.
Because that's the person who makes the hats.
Yeah.
Because the mold they made the hats on was made of mercury. So they just went...
Oh, crazy.
You know,
yeah.
Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Because there's actually a hatter in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, who is mad.
Which was played by Johnny Depp in the latest version.
It's typecasting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here we are. You guys, this is how they should be labelled in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Colon cancer, heart disease. So what can we do, yeah? What can we do to prevent it? So there's two kinds of white rice here, white rice and brown rice. And And one story to share is my wife is an English teacher and took her sixth form students to see an operation. Interesting. And one of the students was quite bright, I think, really, and asked the doctor, what can we do to stop ourselves? It was an operation on colon cancer. What can we do to stop ourselves getting colon cancer? And the doctor said, eat brown rice.
Yeah.
Simply, he said, eat brown rice.
But where can we get brown
From
rice?
the supermarket. I haven't got it with me, but I have the Thai brown rice. But what happens is there's three parts to rice. And the outside, the bran, which has the fiber, that's good for you. The inside is the germ, which is the really nutritious part, that's good for you. But both those parts are taken out, and you're left with the nothing part, which is called the endosperm with white rice. So all the goodness, you're just eating something empty, really. And it's the same thing with bread.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know there's that expression in Chinese, "sik min bao,"
Yeah.
right?
But this is a different kind of bread.
Because they're talking about that horrible white stuff, which I never eat, you know. I'd rather go hungry. And it's the same thing. So it has the same three basic parts as rice does. It has the bran on the outside, it has the endosperm in the middle, and the germ in the inside. And the good part, the germ and the bran, are taken away. So you're only left with the empty thing with white bread.
But why are they always taking the best part away from the food?
Well, again, you know, again, are we asking questions too deeply, you know? Because there used to be an expression in English as well, the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
But was it really the best thing?
No.
You know? Because there's also another expression, mod con.
Mod con.
Mod con is an old expression now, but mod is modern, and con means a confidence trick. So
modern confidence trick.
Modern confidence trick, you know. So you think you're gaining, it's more convenient and everything, but actually you're losing out. You know?
Yeah. Fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yep. They look beautiful, yeah.
Fruits and vegetables are an important part of your daily diet. They contain vitamins and minerals and plant chemicals called phytochemicals.
Excellent. Well done.
The first time I get it right. Fruits and vegetables can help to protect the body against some diseases, including diabetes, stroke, heart disease, lycopene in tomatoes, some cancers and high blood pressure or hypertension. Many people do not eat enough fruit and vegetables. So
yeah, that's just one example. Lycopene, anyway, is
in tomatoes.
Proved that in tomatoes can help the heart. You know. However, yeah, you should eat fresh fruit and vegetables. However, we have a certain thing.
Yeah, genetically modified food, GM food. Genetically modified food. On May 19th, the American Academy of Environmental Medicine stated several animal studies indicate serious health risks associated with GM food, including infertility, immune problems, accelerated aging, insulin regulation, and changes in major organs and
the gastrointestinal system.
Gastrointestinal system. Prevention again.
Prevention, yeah. So I don't want to focus too much.
Avoid GMO food. How do you do it?
You can do that. So you can see from that diagram, you can see on that diagram, the typical supermarket really. The red is the GM food, the orange is partly so as good as GM food. So cereals, there's a lot, you know. Non-GM, so rice is a good one, beans as well, and pasta. They're quite safe still at the moment, you know. Oils and that kind of thing, very dangerous. And most things like canned foods and most breads, you have to watch out for the breads and that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's basically when you go into the supermarket. So junk food should be avoided altogether. It's not even food, you know. Only buy organic meat and eggs, even though it might be expensive, but you shouldn't be eating too much anyway. Buy wild caught fish.
Getting less and less.
Less and less, yeah.
Less and less.
But you know, when I see all this salmon with the white stripes, it doesn't look real to me. Not like the stuff that we used to have, you know. Organic cereals.
Yeah, but don't leave out this part.
Sorry. Best oil is olive oil. It has the best balance.
Yeah.
You know, it has the saturated and non-saturated.
Yeah.
And because it's not so mass-produced like the other vegetable oils, it's less likely to be GMO.
I mean, in Europe, I mean, especially in places, in countries like Italy or Greek, they are still very insistent on this. Persistent
and there are certain things because people take, like in Germany, they take their beer so seriously, so you can trust German beer. You know, it's like, in Holland they take their tobacco so seriously, so you can take the tobacco seriously. You're right. In Italy, they take the olive oil. Spain, even they take the olive oil so seriously. So it's better to have olive oil rather than the vegetable oils. You know,
sure.
And it's more stable. It won't attack your cells so much. Organic cereals, snacks, and biscuits, and organic nuts and dried fruits where possible.
But you left out one thing: butter.
Butter, yeah.
Butter, is it good or bad right now?
Well, I buy New Zealand butter. I think I trust New Zealand to a certain extent. Anyway,
you trust New Zealand more than Britain?
Yeah, more than the other countries. You know, well, you know, because I read something that I think it's being kept as an alternative, really.
Yeah.
So prepared frozen meals. When I'm working, I do buy some. I cook my own food. I do buy something like that. So you should be careful that the packaging. Comes in cardboard. Often it's packed in plastic, so it means it's been absorbing the BPA. So this is in cardboard, and it's organic.
Organic.
Yeah, so
prepare frozen meals. Even when organic often contain toxins in the plastic packaging. Canned foods, even when organic, can contain toxin in the cans. Choose brown rice and wholemeal pasta.
Yep. And again,
so important. Pasta. When buying wholemeal bread, leave a slice. If it goes moldy, buy it again.
Yeah, because you don't know. I was eating some bread, and it was in my drawer at my desk at work for 10 days or something, and I was starting to get a pain in my spleen. And then I looked at this bread, and nothing had happened in 10 days. Yeah. So if you buy bread, leave one slice and make sure it goes moldy. If it goes moldy, it means it's good, you know?
Good, yeah. When, let me see the quick connection.
Yeah, and then also when buying fruit and vegetables, so if you buy some potatoes, for example, leave one, don't eat it, and a potato should sprout like this. If it doesn't sprout, it means it's got something called bud nip in it, which stops it from growing, and that is cancerous. So make sure, leave one or two potatoes, or whatever the fruit it is. Make sure it goes moldy quickly, you know. Yeah.
Body care, shampoos and cosmetics. Now this is really a very challenging job because I don't think anybody can avoid that. I mean, I don't use cosmetics, of course, but shampoos. Everyone have to.
Well, no, they don't. No, they don't. But anyway, just to show you, it's really they're petrochemicals. They're made of petrochemicals, and they can be absorbed. They are absorbed, you know, because you're using it on your scalp, which is your head skin and your skin over time, and they accumulate in the organs, resulting in mounting brain, nerve, and liver damage. Okay, but they contain things like DEA, diethanolamine, okay, and over 600 personal care products. Right, so they're not very good. And again, we got the next one maybe.
Go back.
See, they're used in 600. Sorry, next. These same chemicals like propylene glycol are also used in antifreeze solutions, in brake and hydraulic, and a de-icer and a solvent. You know, but they're also in pet food, processed food, cosmetics, toothpaste, shampoo, deodorants, and lotions. You know,
contact
dermatitis with the skin problem,
skin problem.
Kidney damage and liver, you know. And it causes all kinds of things, you know. And dry skin, which is so ironic, it actually causes problems to your skin, these things. And again, we have this sodium lauryl sulfate, so you should look for that when you see this SLS anywhere. And there are products which don't contain it, you know. And what is so ironic, again, this stuff actually corrodes hair follicles. So it actually affects the roots of the hair, so the roots of the hair to grow, and it hurts your eyes as well.
Yeah.
And the immune system, and it separates the skin layers. It's
No.
actually so bad for the skin, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what you're using it for, and it's carcinogenic. It causes cancer as well. So all these chemicals, if you see any of these chemicals, behentrimonium chloride, hydrocypropylytrimonium chloride, linoleomidopropyl PG dimonium chloride. Well, all these things you see. If you see any of these kind of things on the label, but isn't that a thing to go through? Prevention again. So rosemary. Now you said you need to use shampoo, but you don't actually. And I have some more thing here. I don't know how the time's going. Do you want to cut it into another show?
Yeah.
This is rosemary.
Yeah.
So all you do is make a tea, you know. Just like the other thing. Just make a tea. Tea is the answer to the world's problems, I think.
Yeah.
So you put it in here. You put it in here, and you make a tea. You just fill it up with boiling water, leave it to soak, and then decant it into another kind of bottle.
Yeah.
And you rinse your hair with water.
Yeah.
Then you rub this in.
Yeah.
Wait for a few minutes while you're washing the rest of your body or something. Yeah. Then rinse it off. And just feel how fresh it feels.
This is not too difficult to get in Hong Kong.
No.
You can almost get it everywhere.
And that particular bottle costs $20. So.
Yeah.
And that will make you a lot. I can even so much. And when you boil it once, you boil it the second. Put some boiling water on the second and third time. It's even better the second and third time.
Okay.
Yeah. So it improves memory, it enhances memory, lifts your spirits. That's called rosemary. Rose, you see? Rose, you know. It helps relax and ease muscular tension. And as we say here, rosemary
tea can be used as hair conditioner. If you have dark hair, a rosemary tea rinse does wonder for your hair. Scientists are now researching more powerful advantages of rosemary for the use of preventing cancer.
And another thing,
aloe vera
for your skin. People is looking incredulous. There is aloe vera,
which is quite fun. The texture is quite funny.
And if you go to the end of it, on the inside, and we've got a knife. You see, that's the inside, is the flesh.
I mean, actually, if you cut this out, you can eat them.
You can eat it. It was very bitter, you know. But you can mix it and make smoothies with the fruit juice and that kind of thing.
Something like jelly.
That's right.
Actually, if you go to the dessert shops in Hong Kong, some of them offer this kind.
That's right. Yeah, it's becoming quite popular, but I use it for my skin. I think it's excellent. You know, doing the tree planting, I get sunburnt quite often. But I use this. It's really, really good. So you just cut the ends off here, cut it, and cut a slice, and cut it, and just rub it.
Or rub
it onto your skin.
Yeah.
And it's great. Queen Cleopatra used to use it.
Yeah. And aloe vera has a strong ability to heal burns. The gel is used as a protective coat on the wound area, and this speeds up the healing process. The gel has a soothing effects on burns. It has antibacterial and antifungal qualities. Aloe vera is the perfect first aid plant to keep it in your home, which means that you can grow it and put it.
Yeah, I have one at home, you know, but I bought that from Prince Edward, you know. You can buy the big leaves there. You know.
Okay. Aloe vera gel will help relieve eczema.
Eczema, yeah, that's the skin disease. You know, it's really terrible when the skin becomes very inflamed, you know.
Yeah. Eczema is an inflammation of the skin and does itch quite a bit. Treating the red and itching area of the skin with aloe vera will reduce the itching and speed up the recovery. Aloe vera in shampoo will make your hair very shiny.
Yeah. So you can add some aloe vera to your rosemary.
Yeah.
And you'll have a really cleansing, really fresh, really silky hair, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. And
aloe vera gel is good to use on dry skin. aloe vera will help reduce wrinkles.
Reduce wrinkles.
Wrinkles. Wrinkles.
All you old folks out there.
Yeah, and the gel is often used for removing dead skin cells. Aloe contains
Aximanon,
glucomannan, enzymes, vitamins A, B, Z, and E, amino acids, minerals, sabonins, sterols, and salicylic acid.
Yeah, these are these natural cleansers, actually.
Oh, coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Some coconut oil here. This is pure coconut oil. So
I thought I would see a real coconut.
Oh, well, any more in the bag? There we go. See, just coconut, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
You just get a little drop of that and just rub it on.
Yeah.
No added chemicals, no.
No. But you smell coconut in that case.
Okay, I love smelling.
Give your hair shine. Run a small bit through your wet hair. Pea size for short hair. Bean size for long. To get a beautiful conditioning effect with a shimmer that rivals drugstore serums. Moisturize your skin from dry feet to flaky forehead. Coconut oil is a great way to nourish your skin without the heaviness of moisturizing lotions. Just a dab will do it. Remove your makeup. Ditch the chemicals. After the night out, you just take one swipe of some coconut oil on a cloth to make sure your sexy cat hair eye doesn't end up on your pillowcase.
You know?
Natural body care.
Yeah.
Lip
So still
balm.
coconut oil, yeah?
Yeah. While coconut oil makes lips shiny and moist on its own,
Yep.
the recipe for coconut oil lip balm made with bee wax, shea butter, and coloring with you so desire is a winner. Insect repellent. Oh, this is very useful for the local folks. Mixed with essential oils, coconut oil can keep pests from bugging you all summer long. Does it mean that you can use it for the mosquito bites?
No, it's to repel them.
Repel them.
Repel
Okay.
them, yeah. To stop them from coming near you, you know.
Natural body care. If because of their superior healing properties, bamboo soaps are the top choice of organic soap on the market. Bamboo soaps are known to have drawn toxins from the skin, help to cleanse and restore health.
There's just the label, sorry, only the label.
Oh.
Because I've almost run out, actually.
Oh.
I could get some more.
Yeah.
I've almost run out. Bamboo soap.
Bamboo soap.
In fact,
Actually, you can get it in Hong Kong.
yeah. Actually, when you use it, your skin feels too clean. Actually,
Yeah.
When you first use it, you feels a bit strange, really, because you're really clean. Yeah.
Yeah. Natural body care. Improve your circulation, help protect skin from aging. Good for
Psoriasis.
psoriasis. What is psoriasis?
That means that it goes dry. You know, the skin goes dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helps heal dry, cracking skin. Dermatologists recommend it for acne.
Acne. Yeah, you know, the spots,
Excellent
yeah.
auto control. Cleanses very well because it uses activated bamboo charcoal to remove dirt below the skin.